Hey everybody, how's it going? Tooth here. I hope y'all are having a good one. So, we are not in the pig pen and we are not on the back patio underneath the interrogation light. It is deer camp and I'm still setting camp up, so it's a little messy and all that good stuff. I got up here late last night. Actually, I got up here at 6:30 and it was pitch freaking black. Got my tent set up, got most of the stuff set up, and I just went to bed and all that good stuff. And there's a pot of coffee on the fire pit. So once again, we're looking at a gun. I hope this is something that helps you all. Started the series Poverty Pony to Thoroughbred video. Went that route because that was Anderson's logo, was the horse. So here we go. This is all the updates on it, and the Poverty Pony thing is completely gone. To be 100% honest with you. So right off the bat, on the front, we have the AB Raptor 5.56K can. So far, I've been really happy with it. It is a baffled can and all of that good stuff. So it is. They say it's supposed to be a lower back pressure system. So far, I don't know. It's baffled. It's not a flow-through can like my Hucksworth is. The Anderson barrel that was originally on here, just doing a little bit of back brief on this whole thing real quick. Started out with an 18-inch 223 Wild, 1 and a 8 twist. It did all right with certain loads, but it wasn't hitting the whole thing I wanted to do. Recommend going back, looking at my barrel videos and what I found out over the years with twist rates and everything else and lengths. So we went with the FN 14.7 pin and welded. Got rid of the Magpul plastic handguard, which was a really light handguard. I did like it, and it was not a, you had to have a A2 front post to make it work. But this is a free float setup, Midwest Industries. Just a Magpul, little stubby grip up front. The only thing left Anderson on this is the upper receiver. We have a Aero Performance BCG and bolt inside there. So far, I've been really happy with it. The charging handle is the Griffin Snatch. The lower is the MK2 MB lower. This is going to be the first time this lower's been used out here, and just a MOE Magpul lower grip. Now, the fun part is talking with a bunch of other people. I went ahead and I put an A5 buffer tube on here, Springco green spring, and an H3 buffer. What I highly recommend is if you want to go this right, go to Primary Arms. Do not buy the complete kit from Vltor. It's $120 plus shipping and all of that good stuff, where I got the buffer tube, the H3 buffer. Vltor only does an H2 buffer, but I went with the H3 buffer and a green spring, a heavy green spring from Springco. Shipping and everything was $115 to $120. So you save $20-30 right off the bat just by going to Primary Arms and piecing it together yourself. So before go ahead and answer this question, I know it's going to go ask, why did you go with the H3? I'm trying to increase the dwell time. Just talking with some buddies of mine. One, it helps increase muzzle velocity a little bit, especially running the 14.5, 14.7 barrel. And two, I'm working on gas mitigation since I am running a baffled suppressor. Now, the other thing I did on accident is when I was buying parts for this lower, I'll be 100% honest with you, I went to Academy to buy them. And since they carry Magpul and everybody else was closed that day where I generally get gun parts at, and I bought a 45 Magpul safety lever. Not real happy with it. It's plastic. We'll see how, it's a polymer. We'll see how it holds up. Like I said, we're at deer camp right now, and deer camp is generally where I just beat the hell out of guns and all of my equipment. So right over there, you can kind of see it. I got a four-wheeler set up. That's going to be my bench rest, and 83 yards from it, it's as close as I can get to 100. I have a target set up, so I'll make my way over there. I will get set up. and we will confirm 0 and see how much of a shift in POI, point of impact, we have by putting this lower on this upper. So give me a minute and I'll get set up and head that way. All right, we're at the four-wheeler, modified bench rest, all that good stuff. Try to get as steady as possible. Right off the bat, I am going to say this. I had a standard carbine buffer tube on this thing, and I have this scope turned all the way up to 6 power. And also I noticed too, playing with it a minute ago, down to 1 power. Having the 7th position on this A5 Vltor system has really improved the performance of this scope. I'm not gonna lie, as far as eye relief and everything like that goes. But let me shut up, let me shoot a couple of rounds and see how close we are to 0. That 45 throw is going to take some getting used to. Never had one before, but I'm going to go down. I'm going to go check the target and see what we look like, see how close to 0 we are, see if I need to do any adjustments, if I can leave it alone. As far as the gas mitigation went, that wasn't a real rapid shot like we did when we first got the snatch in. Am I getting gas to the face? Yes, but it is going to the heavy spring and the heavy buffer. It's even less than it was when I had the H2 buffer and the heavy spring on the standard carbine setup. So in case you're wondering, this A5 Vltor system, basically what it does is it gives you carbine capabilities to adjust your position on your stock. Right now I'm in the 7th position, which basically gives you a rifle length setup. So I'm gonna go check targets and we'll see what we need to do. I want to go ahead and apologize. I'm not going to show my groupies. They're embarrassing. I've gotten too used to shooting off the bench and all of that good stuff. But we did have a shift in the point of impact. So one, this is a mill scope. This is the only mill reticle scope I own. So I'm used to MOA and all of that good stuff. So the adjustments are a little different on this one. I wound up over adjusting and then I had to back it out. And my final grouping, after figuring out how to finally get comfortable, I did throw up a 1-inch group at 83 yards in the woods. You can pull 100-yard shots off in the woods, despite what people say. I think it just more long determines on where you're at and what woods you're in. So, but yes, there was a point of shift. So that is telling me that with this Vltor buffer system right here and putting the heavy spring and the heavy buffer in here, that changes my pressures inside my chamber. And it's doing something, it's either increasing or decreasing, whatever. I am going to go in with the guy and get a chronograph here soon. So what I will wind up doing, probably after tax season, that's what he's waiting on, and we're going to go half and half on it, as I am going to pull out some of that Monarch 55 grain. I think I still have my notes of how fast it was coming out of this upper, because the upper is exactly the same as it was when we went to Long Shot Ranch. The only thing we've done different is we've put the MK2 lower on here and the Vltor buffer system. And before people start going, oh, why'd you do that? One, I'm really intrigued. The MK2 lower, I'm really intrigued by things of like improvements over weapon systems over the year. I've had several arguments with people. I thought the Gibbs system with the left side charging handle was pretty neat. I still got that upper sitting at the house, and with this one, I thought about going ahead and putting this MK2 lower on the Gibbs upper, but I just opted not to do it. So, and really the only reason I got this MK2 lower was just so I can lock the bolt to the rear. And another thing, getting back into competition was one of the other plans I have going on. And I started wanting to keep most of my operations close to as what I get issued as possible. But with this MK2 lower, just a little hit of a switch right here, and I can send the bolt home forward. Maybe adding a little bit time or taking off time during some competition shooting. So it's going to take some getting used to. It's all about training. It's all about using your stuff and getting to know it. So we did have a shift in the point of impact. Kind of cover the reasons I went with the MK2 lower. And we did cover everything that has pretty much been replaced on this old Anderson. Only thing left is the upper receiver. So I've been real happy with it. One of the other guys I work with, talking about gas mitigation, running a baffled suppressor like this instead of a float can, is looking at Griffin Armament. And I'm already kind of not linked the gas pocket buffer, or BCG, I'm sorry. But I'm already looking at stuff like this. This is a brand new round. I'm already putting gas in the mag well with what I have going on. And I don't think I want to put any more gas in my mag well than that. Is it a system that works? I've seen some pretty good reviews on it. Is it something I'm going to spend $200+ on? No. Right now, with the setup I have with the heavy buffer, heavy spring, and the snatch charging handle from Griffin Armament, as far as getting gassed out, like I said, we did a video a week or two ago up here where I just did a mag dump. And did I get gas in my face? Yes. Did I get gassed out? By no means. Anything like what I got with the Radian or any of that other stuff. And no, I no longer have the Radian charging handle. I wound up selling it to a buddy of mine. He said it worked great in his gun after he tried it out. So I guess it has something to do with the way the upper receivers are designed on what charging handle is going to work best. So that's where I'm at. I'm going to work on getting drunk since I'm on vacation and putting a little bit more of my camp up. Y'all have a good one. I'm out of here. If you have any questions, just ask. I'll do my best to answer them. I'm going to be up here for 2 weeks, so if it takes me a little bit to get back to you, I'm sorry. Internet and cell reception ain't the best up here. Y'all have a good one. Later.